place it was, and I think for you, this film will rekindle some of the feelings that you had when you were there. And for those of you who weren't there, I think you'll find that the film captures some of the essence of what it was like, so you'll feel like you were there, and you can tell everybody you were there. Be one of the group. Okay, and I think that the Kuumbwa comes as close as any place in jazz to capturing some of the spirit of the lighthouse. So it's a real pleasure for me to show this film here, and especially in the 30th anniversary year. Now for the film. This film owes a lot to Ken Burns, both negatively and positively. On the negative side, when Ken Burns did his jazz series, he did very little about West Coast jazz during the 1950s and 60s on the West Coast. And I think that was an inspiration for me, because I was always a fan of jazz on the West Coast, having grown up in Arizona, listening to late night radio in the 50s from Tucson, and then eventually going out to the lighthouse to see what was going on. So I wanted to tell this story because I knew it was an interesting story. I didn't know that much about it when I started, but I certainly learned a lot along the way. In a positive way, I think Ken Burns did a lot to change documentary filmmaking in his style, if you've seen the Civil War and baseball and a number of those series. And so I borrowed from Ken Burns' style in making this film. So some of you will see that captured. The best compliments I've heard about this film are from people who feel it brings them back to the original lighthouse, and from people who feel who were never there, who then feel that they've been in the lighthouse. As a tradition, I will come up to answer questions after the film, and I will mention now that if you are interested in a DVD, there is no DVD yet, but we're hoping there will be. And there are some cards in the back. If you sign up, if you go onto our website, you can sign up on a list. And the more people that sign up, I have a hope that the more interest there'll be in putting this film on DVD.
What's the website?
It's www.roseking.org, roseking.org. And there's so much extra material that I'd love to put on, additional material on a DVD. Interviews, Howard Rumsey talking about all the albums and so forth. So I'd like that opportunity. I've often done a Q&A with Howard Rumsey after showings down in Southern California. Howard's 88 as of 2 Mondays ago, and couldn't make it up here. But as a special treat, I was on the phone with Howard last night, and if you'll play that CD, Julie, I'd appreciate it.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Howard Rumsey, and I was the leader of the Lighthouse All-Stars during the 50s. I've been present at many showings of Ken Koenig's documentary film titled Jazz on the West Coast, The Lighthouse. I was always pleased to see and understand that regardless of the venue, the real jazz enthusiasts showed up, and it was always a very pleasant occasion. And for the first time, it will now be shown in a famous nightclub. I'll be there in spirit, of course. And I wanted to tell you that the film pleases me in many ways. First of all, was done without a script, and consequently, it's the truth of the subject. Everything is in it, nuts and bolts. I'd like to thank the management of this famous club, and I feel like I know them personally, and that we're longtime friends. I'm really pleased for Ken Koenig for the acceptance of this marvelous film, and I know in my heart that you will enjoy it. My very best wishes to you all. It's Howard saying, have a ball.
I spent 10 minutes last night trying to teach Howard how to say Kuumbwa. And he wouldn't dare. Okay, enjoy the show.
Now I have to make sure it works.